it's Holiday with Holidays Wigs and Hair, and today we have a new wig. So this is actually a super interesting piece. It's Santa Monica and Carmel Blonde R. I never thought I would get a color like this because I always go for ash colors. As you can see, my natural color is a more beigey, neutral kind of color, and I have some ombre kind of fake, this isn't my real, this is bleached, kind of warmish blonde highlights, and maybe that's why I always go ashy, because I have my natural color and that's more warm. But I just wanted to show you this piece. I am so surprised how much I like this color. I really like, it's actually pretty kind of similar a little bit, I guess, to my own color. Obviously the roots are super different, much darker roots, but super pretty. Obviously this is a Belletress. I swear I will never go back to anything other than Belletress. Belletress is my favorite, and this wig, and I've shown you in other videos, the mono part, the long extended mono part, and this kind of just normal wefting, that's my jam. Like, it just fits so nice. I would not buy hand tied. I wouldn't do any other. I wouldn't even do a full mono. I would just stick with this always because it is just so well fitting, in my opinion. But I actually wanted to show you guys a new piece of equipment tool that I bought on Amazon. Let me show you, 1 second. So I bought this on Amazon. Super love this. This is a game changer. I don't love the whole thick ones that go all the way around. I just find them so uncomfortable. So when I found this on Amazon, I was just so excited to try this, and I've noticed a huge change in how my wigs fit me as well. So let's put this one on and see what it looks like. And like I said before, like, I'm not used to warm colors like this, and this is definitely like a warm color. It looks very honey, very auburn warm colors in it. And then let me put this on. This, I love this. Love this. Okay. Alrighty. So let's put this baby on. So exciting. So let me scooch this up a little bit, hide that edge, hide this edge over here. Let me scooch that up back a little bit so we can see. Okay, perfect. So this one is a face flopper. So sad. Look at that. Look how much it's a face flopper. You would think that they would make them out of the face because of the problem this is. This would be a great bang wig, but I'm getting out of that bang spiel. I feel like I've cut like 3 of my wigs and I need to stop. So anyway, let's get into this color and wig for a second. I honestly think this is such a cute cut. Very good length. I love the straight kind of edge and less of that kind of thin, because I feel like this just gives you more thickness at the bottom. It just makes your hair look thicker, which is really nice. I do love the warmth, especially on camera. I did notice with my other wig that I'm obsessed with, my Belletress Newport, in that kind of ashy brown color. I love that color, but I did notice on camera, like in pictures and stuff, it just kind of, I look a little washed out. So it's not the best color on me. Now, thankfully, I don't choose my wigs based off what makes me look prettier. I choose based off what I like. So sometimes that color that I like isn't like the color that looks best on me. But I do think looking at this, my skin tone probably looks better with warmer colors like this one. I do have this root right here. I don't have that tape that I normally put on yet, so we'll have to put that on, and that will probably make it look a lot more real too, but it still looks pretty good. It's definitely like It's a medium root. Yeah, I would definitely say it's a medium root. They do a pretty good job at bringing the highlights as close to the top with leaving it still being a root, which is nice. But this hair flopping, look at that. We're gonna have to do something about that. So let me, before I show you what I would do in this scenario, and we'll test it out because I did just watch a video from Shaquelle on how to get rid of face floppers. So we'll try it out and see if it works on this wig. But let me show you the side really quick. And just to remind you, I am in front of a window. So this is natural sunlight peeking through, and I turned off all the lights in the bathroom so that you wouldn't get some fake. Look at this. Okay, let's get started. So from Shaquelle's video, it looked like what she said to do was to grab in this middle area. So I have this comb that I'm using to kind of part. And here, let me do this. So that looks pretty good. So I pulled a section like this. And what she did in the video, let me get all this other excess hair out of my way for a second. She put heat using her comb on each edge and then pulled it backwards. So I'm gonna try to mimic that. Since I'm not watching the video right in front of me, you know, maybe she didn't even like pierce it through. She kind of just did the, and then she pulled it really tightly. Okay, let me put that down for a second. And then she pulled this all the way back and she did it very tightly. That I definitely remember. Okay, we're gonna wait a second. And I figured while that one is cooling, I'm going to do it in each section. Probably to here is what I'm thinking, because that's where the face floppy kind of stops bothering me. Look at how beautiful that's done though, that rooting. I do love that they have pulled through some of that rooting. See this brown? That's one of my favorite things about rootings, and you don't see that a lot, is you often see boom and then boom, two different colors, like with my Palm Springs blonde. But this, I like that they blended it. It's still like obviously a root, but I think that's also one of my favorite things about the wig that I always brag about, my Newport, is how it blends so seamlessly that it doesn't look like something you did on, like your hair grew out. It looks like you just came back from the salon. And when they blended that seamlessly, it looks just like you did that you just came out of the salon, which is the look I'm kind of looking for. Like, I don't really want to look like my roots have grown out and I haven't like paid attention to them. I want it to kind of look like it's blended in and I intentionally did what I'm doing. So that one's good. I'm just going to keep showing you because, like, why not? Videos generally go pretty fast, so I always enjoy when people have, so now we're getting into the wefts. You see the wefts right here? So this is obviously not where I would part it, but because it's still kind of, well, it's not really that much face flopping here, right? So you see it kind of sticks up. I'm still gonna do just a tiny bit right here because I really don't like hair on my face. Like, it's not even like, so I really, really don't. And if I can't get it to not face flop, what I end up always doing is cutting bangs, which is not what I want to do. I don't want to cut bangs. Oh, Shoot, I forgot in her video she had sprayed the hair wet. That's probably a really important piece. Well, we'll find out how this goes without spraying water. Let me see if I can find a spray bottle. So I couldn't find a spray bottle. So we're going to see what it looks like without doing a spray bottle. And then if I have to, I guess I'll put a little bit of water on my hands. And we'll see what that looks like. So I just took it out of the clip. Wow. I mean, that actually looks a lot better. Let me see. Face flop. That's not bad. That's actually worked pretty good, I will say. Worked really good. I don't think I would even have it. Well, maybe I would have it. Yeah, this actually looks pretty good. That worked. Yay. It looks a lot better. Not face flopping in. So cool. So I guess we found a method to get rid of the face floppers. Now, I think you could go about doing it again, especially like maybe right on these ones. If you really didn't want that face to touch the side, that side to touch the side of your face. But honestly, this looks good for me. I'm loving this. Okay, let me show you what this looks like now in front of the light. Gosh, I wish I had figured this out sooner. So many wigs of mine wouldn't have bangs in them. Oh my gosh, yay! Look at that. No face floppers. And it looks good. Can we tuck this one in? Yeah. All right, awesome. Hope this wig helps you. Bye.